Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Transformative Tuesday, okay? It is your favorite wine and chocolate girls. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I am Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and not only is it a transformative Tuesday, but it is a transgender visibility day Tuesday as well. And you are also watching Just the Sip, where we come and give you a little taste throughout the week before we give you the big gulp every Sunday. We actually were so trying to get other things going on that we forgot to hash out what the heck we talking about today.
Well, yes, there's quite a few things. I saw some things that you sent. I just really wanted to really quickly just talk about Todd Tucker. Let me just pull up really fast.
Not a scheme set up by Todd.
A scheme set up by Todd,
When I tell
child.
them old ladies ate, bro, you hate to listen to the
You hate,
elder, bro.
you
Sometimes them
hate for
old
them to
hennies
be
be
right.
clucking, okay, and sometimes they be clucking the right message, okay.
It's true. Here we go.
Oh,
Don't go to
Todd.
church.
Hold on a minute.
I
I
ain't
have
been to
to
church.
start this over
What's
here.
up, y'all? It's your boy Todd. So I testified today that Todd testifies. Check it out. Um, I said when I got divorced, I was gonna go to church. I ain't been to church in I don't know how long. Pastor Bronner said something months ago that kind of caught me, and I reposted it. So I said, if I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna go to his church. World of Faith. Don't know much about it. Some of the Bronner family live in the community where Candy and I resided. So I'm gonna go to church today. Hey man, one relationship ends, it's alright, I can start a new one. See how this go. I'm gonna check back in later. What's up, y'all? It's your boy
Okay.
Todd.
What
Is
is
there
this
What's up,
something?
y'all? It's your boy
Yeah,
Todd.
that
Alright,
was
y'all. I went to church. Word was great. So what I took from it, to find your peace is surrendering everything that you can't control. Surrendering it over to God, and your peace will begin. But with peace doesn't mean you won't have problems. It's that the problems won't have you. I thought that was dope. And the last thing, before you ask for anything, of course, you're gonna come through. See, that's the devil hating. That's the devil. They don't want you to hear this word. Before you ask for everything, thank him for everything. So with that being said, man, it's a beautiful Sunday. I enjoyed service.
all right. That's quite enough of that. Um,
Okay.
I just wanted to really for I twofold. I want to encourage my sisters to watch out for men like this.
Mm.
Watch out for the men that all of a sudden, because if you heard him tell on himself, all of the sudden, now that we're divorced and we don't have no coochie to lay in at night, you know where we decide to go? We decided to go. And first of all, I don't know who this pastor is, but sir, I'm concerned if this is where the men feel that they get to go after they've gone through something like this. What's happening over there? Okay? To say that you now want to go to church because you are getting divorced, listen, I don't have time for people to get on here and be like, now see, but if he wasn't going to church, then that'd be a problem too. No, that's not what my problem is. My problem is you had no thoughts of going until you now don't have any in-home coochie. That is the truth. That there is truth. Now you're looking for some more in-home coochie, and then you're looking for in-home coochie that is in the same neighborhood as your ex-wife. My God, just my God. Like if you could just tell on yourself without telling on yourself, sir. So anyway, I really just wanted to
So
put a caution out there to my sisters because this shit happens so often where someone gets out of a relationship and now they quote unquote want to focus on themselves and focus on getting closer to God and focus, but then they somehow, some way meet a new, just desperate, okay, just out here praying that the Lord send her you know what I'm saying, a man, and then here you come.
Mm-mm.
So and then here you come, and I know you just waiting on some woman to be like, oh, I'm just as good as Candy. I just see it. Okay,
Mm,
so
mm,
and
mm,
then for the
mm.
men, I just want to say, please don't do this. Please, if you are going through a hard time, because I understand getting coochie every day and then randomly it just stops. I could see how your mental, it would be in distress after that. So you got to like try to think of ways to scheme and get your stuff back. But I hope that you do it in a way, again, that is not predatory, that you do it in a way that is really healthy. Honestly, I feel you get a divorce. I'm sure it takes like a good year to get a divorce, but then you need another good year or two to truly just heal. Before you just start, because I'm not even gonna say that you can't, go to the movies or just enjoy people's time and stuff like that. Maybe a year or two after the divorce, like spend a good two, maybe a year of just truly by yourself, getting back to your regular routine and not, checking this chick's Instagram that, because I know that's what's happening. Okay, I know when we break up with our exes and shit like that, motherfuckers be looking at that Instagram and stalking. So anyway, just saying all that to say, I was just very disturbed by that. I've seen that happen so many times. I hate that for y'all. And it's not even just Christianity church. I'm talking about all the churches, okay? All the faiths, all you Grand Rising folk, all you, just all you folk. I don't want it. I just don't want it. Amen. That's
You
it.
said the Grand Rising folks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially you Hotep niggas. Nah. I mean, you hit everything. What I also will say is he also told on himself. He said, because I ain't been in church in years. Now, for anybody who is of the faith, your ears should have immediately perked up and said, well, you should have been in church during your marriage, and then maybe you would still have one. So now you have forsaken your vows and did all these things or whatever, and you got yourself divorced, and now you're back out on the prowl. And like she said, you all use religion, especially these Abrahamic religions where man is the head and the protector, blah blah blah. Y'all look for that because unfortunately there are these women who are also under a religious psychosis. Because I like how you said they gonna pray for a man and that's what God gonna send them. God did not send you that man. You both are foolish and you get what you deserve, okay? Because God will not send you a married man. God will not send you an unfaithful man. God is not going to send you these folks. And it's also a man who chooseth a wife. So that means you also have to agree to be chosen. You don't have to just say yes. So just let's not forget that shit, okay? Because it's much like how men are weaponizing going to therapy. They're going to therapy to pick up the lingo, to basically learn how to be more covert manipulator, more to be a more covert manipulator. There's a word I'm looking for. So they don't even go with any real desire to get better. It's just how can I mask it better? Or
So I
like
can get sympathy.
how can I be a part of something that is going to excuse what I want to do? And that's what this is. And so when you have unfortunately another man in the faith who will stroke the egos of other men to get that plate passed around, you know how that goes. And in this day and age, to join their classes and buy their courses and get their books and all this other silly shit.
Who's Shah Jahan?
Okay,
That's what I'm gonna
all,
call it. Who's Shah
all
Jahan?
this all this shit, right? So yeah, you're like you coming on here telling us this was supposed to do what time? What were we supposed to take away from this, Todd?
This nigga said it's okay. First of all, I don't even know if that's what he said. I just this is what the caption said. It's okay to start a new relationship.
Okay, cool. So at first, you know what they said, you had me at the first half because I thought she was gonna say you went to church and justified like getting a new woman. So okay, I see you were being tongue in cheek, I guess, about like you're starting a new relationship with God. Okay, great. I'm glad you're starting a new relationship with God, but you are already misguided. You already pointed. I'm gonna tell you, she's gonna need a lot of Bible study. Okay, you're gonna need a lot of Bible study from actual people that want to teach the word and not just keep women subservient. Okay, yeah, Todd, this is, I mean, amen. I'll say amen. I hope you get what you're looking for. I hope you are sincere in what you're doing, because if you're not sincere, you're going to be in way more trouble than you thought you was with this fucking divorce, nigga. Like, and that's what I gotta say. You gotta stop playing in God's face. You gotta stop playing with his name. You gotta stop playing on his time. Cause you and these MAGA motherfuckers that think they're like these good Christian people and blah blah blah. Like you're being foolish. You being foolish. But
I was just disturbed by that. Again, I've just seen so many men in my family even. As soon
mm-mm.
as they get broken up with their wife, here they go running to church, and then they're engaged 2.5 weeks later and getting married. Anyway, Christy, what is your
No.
shit? Okay, hold on. Let me share
Mhm.
my screen.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, because we going I sent you all these things because I haven't really reacted to them so we could get natural reactions in real time.
Should I
So
play this first?
before you play
Okay.
anything,
Okay.
just to be set up who Christy Nome is. Christy Nome is the ex head of the Department of Homeland Security. She was the lady's whose decrepit face who you saw at the airport on the TVs with her, illegal immigrant rhetoric and da 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 at the airports. I remember seeing that bitch on the screen, almost spit at the television. Okay. On top of the fact that she is known for lying about being in the top meetings with world official leaders. She literally wrote that in a book and lied about it. And was
Wow.
pressed during the
Wow.
book run, they pressed her about it. That she had to come out business. Slim Plim Plim basically say, yeah, I wasn't that girl. And then also she's known for shooting her dog as well too. She
Oh
shot
my God.
she put down the family dog. I guess because it snapped or some shit like that. Yeah, she put down the family dog. On top of just being a despicable human being that really set up photo ops and shoots to look like DHS and ICE were doing things, but except for just being incompetent and harassing people and locking people up without due process and putting people in cages and separating children and disappearing people. Just
Yeah.
good
The
old
normal.
good old fashioned police work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what Christy Nome is. That's what she is known for,
Okay.
and now being fired from the head of Department of Homeland
Oh,
Security,
yes, yes.
we have now added insult to injury because now her fucking husband is out here being a creep and a half, okay, a creep and 2/3, honestly. Because we can get into what
Let's
this
get
is.
into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's do this first.
Oh no, this ain't
All
it.
right, let's pause
No,
this.
this
My
ain't it.
friend? Oh,
This ain't Christy. No,
okay.
this ain't no.
Sorry. Oh, let's do this one.
Yeah, it's the one where there it is. Yeah. So this is Christy Nome's husband. He these pictures go to the next one. These pictures were unearthed. Apparently her husband has fetishes and proclivities that are outside of normal Christian marriage, the one that Todd was talking about. Yeah. So now don't close up on this shit.
I'm just.
So let's go to what does it say? What's the tweet say?
It says unearthed photos reveal Christy Nome's husband wearing large fake breasts and skin tight Pink shorts to chat with online fetish models.
Okay, and I believe I sent a follow-up to that.
Let's see. Where is it? Wait
It's,
a minute. Hold
it
up.
might be the very last, either the very last or the second to last thing I sent.
Okay. No, that ain't it. Let's see. This one? No, no. One more. Ah, yes. Oh,
You don't see it?
no, this is about Kiki Palmer. This last
Mhm. Okay, what's the thing before that?
here, I'll show you our screen. Share this tab. So it's this one, which is
I
the
can't
one we
do
just
that.
looked at.
Uh-huh.
Then it's this one, which is the one you said not yet.
Okay. And then
Then
what's
it's
the one
this
before that
one.
one?
This is Kiki Palmer saying she was scared when a stalker proposed to
Okay.
her. And then this one is J. Cole. So I don't think it's on there.
And that's not the one before that one?
Before J. Cole?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Very twisted racial saga happening in Kansas City right now. Local DJ.
No. Damn. Okay, was it before that? Because I sent all this shit today.
Woke up Solani. This is what that one is. So I know that ain't it because it's quite far
Okay,
back.
no.
This is
Okay.
February.
Well, there was I thought I sent it, but there was also information about who leaked all this. And there's
Ah.
they were saying that it was an immigrant an immigrant that did it. And I believe it's for like justice for again fucking people around and just deporting and disappearing motherfuckers.
Hiding.
Yeah.
Hiding your true
So
self.
yeah, they basically were the ones who found it and aired her and her dirty ass husband out, girl.
Doing the
So
Lord's work. Come on now.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
We applaud things like this. Continue your vigilantism.
Yes, yes.
Continue, because people need to see this hypocritical, just living a double life ass bullshit. Because what are you talking about? Why do
Oh, but
y'all have
we're the
issues with
part of the
transgenders, but
family
you out here
values.
got titties on?
We're the family of traditional values, and you saw what Drewski did about Eric Kirk.
Mm.
People are liars. People are frauds.
Super.
People are murderers.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot. These people are pedophiles, bro. Like
The whole
they're eating
nine.
the children. They're drinking the blood.
Oh
They're
my God.
doing a lot of crazy shit. Okay.
Okay, let's go to this
Did you have anything, or we
next.
just?
Oh, let me go back and see. Oh, about this?
No, did you
Um,
have any topics?
oh, yeah, no, just the one about Todd.
Really? Okay.
Yep, that was really all that. I mean, but I can always go and look and see before we end here. Let me share my screen on this one. My friend found her soulmate last night in Huntsville, Alabama after the Lyman rodeo, and we know nothing about him except his name is Mike, and his friends kept calling him like the birds in Finding Nemo. Mike, 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 help us
Put it on
get
the
Nemo
screen.
home. It's not on there?
No, yeah, it wasn't on. It was talking.
Oh, okay.
But all right. So what does it say on the caption for you go to the next video?
Fellas, whatever you do is gonna end up on TikTok, so don't do it. This guy's wife showed up in the comments and people started digging. It's actually her, and that's them in the profile pic. What?
Next video.
Hi,
Hi,
I'm
I'm
Michael.
Michael's wife. He's busy explaining this to our 2 children right now. Boom.
Mike.
I changed my pic to one of us again. I was getting crucified for not immediately changing my picture when I was trying to just simply breathe and get through the day. Changed it to black to try to protect my privacy because this shit is insane and I'm such a private person. But changed it to another pic so people would know. I've never handled anything like this in my entire life. I'm absolutely gutted.
Wow.
Yikes.
Mr. Mike.
Ooh.
You are now TikTok famous.
It's just like the Coldplay thing, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's just like people, listen, if you are in a loving, secure relationship right now, you are amongst the few and the blessed, okay? Don't break up. Whatever's going on, you guys can work through
Stick
it.
together.
You guys can talk it out, man. Because when I tell you, there are people just out here in relationships just for the name of relationships. There are people out here that, like in this case, have somebody that they just think is dutifully loving them and being on their best behavior,
And
and
have
they're out
children.
there, and they're out there just fucking embarrassing them, bro. They're embarrassing them. Like, why? And it's like, again, we like the tweet said, we live in a digital age. You gon' get caught. And I think some of them kind of like that. I think there are some
The
people that get a
humiliation
thrill
kink.
out of such things. You know, unfortunately, it comes to the expense of other people, you know, your family and shit. But who cares when you're having a good time, I guess, you know? But I just came across that story because I was just like, another one. I thought, did we talk about this something like this last week? Like
We talked about how the Coldplay lady went on Oprah and tried to
yes,
plead her case, and but it's like the damage has been done, ma'am. The damage has been done, and quite frankly, again, even if your man was there and y'all separated and all that, no, why are you outside like that? Take that shit inside the house. Why
but
again? You, Mr. Mike. Take that shit inside the house where y'all can cheat privately in peace. Why do you want to be cheating where
public,
everybody can be involved and see, and now people sharing it and tagging you and your mama and your auntie? No.
your job, okay? Like, come on, bro.
Do your shenanigans at a Motel 6 like everybody the fuck else. Stop trying to be out
But you know
here.
what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? This is not to give no type of bail, but this was not. This was a drunken night that went too far, from what I can tell, because they didn't know the motherfucker prior to. It's just that you got drunk and you overstepped some bounds because you know if your wife was doing that with some handsome man in a cowboy hat or in a John Deere hat or whatever the fuck, you'd be ready to put them up. Okay, so you obviously cannot be trusted to drink in public if I'm not there, because if you drink in public, you liable to do some stupid ass shit like this, and then you gonna end up like fucking Todd at church, divorced, trying to make up a new relationship with God when you shouldn't. God wasn't in the bar, okay? God is at home.
I
He
cannot
sees
give you
men
the
at
same type of
home.
bell because, sir, now see, if you were 21, 22, 25, 32,
No,
35, I could almost give it to you. Really, after 25, you don't get this type of drunken night pass.
you really
After
don't.
25, would you look a good 53. I
I don't think
don't,
you're that old.
you don't think so, girl? Let me go
Girl,
back
but
here.
you
Let's
have
go
to
back and pull
remember
up
these are
Mr.
Caucasians. You got to remember these are Caucasians. They age early.
Hold on a minute.
He looks every
Mr.
bit of
Mike,
28 to 32.
ain't no way in hell. This picture is
I'm
giving 53 and a half. Hold
I
on a minute.
understand. I understand. I I understand.
No, not 20.
I
Your
under
beard is gray, sir.
I understand, but these again are Caucasians and they age rapidly. Because if you go to the picture that his wife put up again,
Let me
she
see.
don't look that like they don't look that old. They look like they're in their early 30s, maybe early to mid 30s.
Let's go back to
Quite honestly. Like,
nah.
no,
Okay.
they're not
All
they're
right.
not giving
I'll
to
give
you.
42.
And even then, they're gonna
I'll
be
give
younger than that.
42.
I,
Cause
I tell you,
cause this is giving gray hair.
that's
Okay.
Vaughn. That's
It's
not 30.
giving right
It's
up
not
here.
30.
This little crow's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying,
Nah.
but no, you look a lot younger in that picture.
Internet people, do your stuff and
And
find
I'm gonna
out.
tell you, those are gonna be early 30-year-old people. They're just white.
Y'all let us know because I need to know now for
That's how
sure.
the whites age, baby. I'm repeat to tell you.
Do you want me to bring up the which one do you want me to do? You want me to do this
I just
one?
go in order, I guess.
Okay. Well, now I'm kind of jacked up with the order. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this one. Start it over.
I'm not, I'm 15. Why is my boyfriend 20?
Why was my boyfriend 30? You know what I'm
Girl,
saying? Like,
damn.
it,
I'm not smiling at that, but that is real. We was trying to find
yes,
outlets, though. I don't think,
outlets, and
and just
also
a way to process this, and nobody our age. I mean,
could understand. Nobody our age could understand. But then you look back in hindsight, when I turned 30, I was like, that's not okay.
I'm 15. Why is my boyfriend 20?
No, go back.
Oh.
Because you have to see what it's attached to.
Oh, it's attached to something?
Yeah, I need you to be better at this, friend. Read the
I
whole
don't see that.
look,
Hold
go to
on.
the brandy thing at the bottom. Go out the video.
Oh, right here.
There you go.
Okay.
Now click. There you go. There you go. The reason why that video was attached because Brandy has released. Well, I believe his memoir has been out. I don't know. If where is it at?
Hold on. Here we go.
I don't know if she just released the memoir or whatever, but however, the excerpt. This is for all my real millennials. We remember, Brandy and Wanye dating back in the day. But we didn't really think too much of it because I'll be real with you. I was a child too, because Brandy is older than me. So, I just thought, oh, celebrities dating. I didn't really think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't privy to any type of age gap and all this other type of shit. So but after the whole Aaliyah thing, then being in the high school age and shit, and the tape coming out, people just like was revisiting shit. Then they revisited this, and we was like, yeah, that looked a little funny, kind of shaky in the light or whatever. So if you scroll back up, we read some of these excerpts so we can understand all the way up, baby, all the way up, all the way up. So we
That's
can
all the way up.
understand.
That is all the way up.
No, well, the thing is
Oh,
freezing. My bad.
you talking about with the thing with oh girl? Or what are you talking about?
No. It was freezing. It wasn't moving at all. That's why I just said go all the way
Oh,
up.
okay.
Okay, go. I'm talking about go to the first excerpt so we can read about it. Right up under the picture. Now, are you gonna read it?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to see where you exactly
Right
want,
there.
friend.
All the
Okay,
stuff.
so right here.
Yeah, all the stuff is
Okay.
in between the pictures.
Brandy is finally confirming the old rumor that she dated Wayne Morris of
Wanye.
Boys to Men. Well, sorry, Wayne.
Wanye.
Wanye Morris of Boys to Men fame when she was just 16 years old and he was 22. The singer and actress admitted to the romance in her new memoir, Phases, revealing the pair started dating around 1995, about a year after they met. Brandy says she admired Wanye, who served as her music mentor during the early days, but she says he quickly weaponized that admiration. Wanye called himself Brandy's boyfriend in private, she says, and though he wouldn't publicly state that they were together, Brandy says that they were under the impression that they were madly in love, or at least that's what I believed. Oh, sorry, at least what I believe love to be at 16. Brandy says when the two had sex for the first time, it wasn't about her at all. She says he was getting what he wanted from someone too young to recognize she was being used, adding his interest seemed to stem from her being conquerable. Jesus. She says she initially wanted to wait to have sex until she was married, but she changed her mind because she believed that having sex with him would cement our bond. Brandy says she tricked herself into thinking the sex was her choice, but she feels she didn't really have one. The two planned to reveal their relationship when she turned 18. Brandy says, she says they split after she caught him fooling around with an assistant. It's always a damn assistant. And he confessed multiple infidelities to her. Of fucking course. Brandy says she knew in the moment she'd been played. Wanye, Mr. Kanye, no, I'm just playing, has repeatedly denied claims the two dated before Brandy turned 18, asserting in 2021 on Instagram Live that the two developed feelings for one another after she became a legal adult. At the time, he said, "There's no lie going on here. You can ask Brandy, and she will tell you the same story. It seems there's a discrepancy in the timeline now. We reached out to Wanye, so no word back. So far, no word back. Oh my.
So Brandy
Oh my.
1 week is being talked about by fucking Shine and Mace, and now we got fucking, well, even though she is talking about it in her memoir, we got a
Yeah.
rehash
Yeah.
fucking Wanye. But even then, like, I wish I had sent you the other thing. I actually had him like on a radio interview talking about this shit,
my.
and and if
Oh my.
you have to keep stressing that you waited, even that is nasty. But if you had to keep stressing that you had to wait until somebody, or you're trying to paint yourself as somebody who wouldn't touch somebody under the 18, what Drake say? I ain't never looked twice at no teenager. If I ever did that shit, I'll be in jail. Duh. Like, you're just telling on yourself when you say shit like that.
Ew.
So what? And then, like, Brandy, what the fuck she got to lie for? Like, well, even though, let me back up. I understand why Brandy was lying about all that, or comfortable keeping all that under wraps, because, again, for those that remember, Moesha had a very squeaky clean image. I'm just saying Moesha. Brandy had a very squeaky clean image. Said she was the girl next door. She was virginal and all this other type of stuff. She was a PK, a preacher's kid, all sorts of shit, right? She had a strict momager, all these things. And then if you think about it, she still was living in that perfect bubble even into her adult age, because she lied about being pregnant. She lied about being married to the guy who's her baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, she's, in my opinion, in hindsight, it's like she always had to live under this perfect this fake perfect bubble, and she really didn't know what to do because she was a kid, like, especially in that fucking time. There's a lot of girls who was 14 to 17 years old that had sex with some boy because he said, we're gonna go off. Well, not boy, because he's a man in this case. And even then, had sex with some man who said XYZ, I'm gonna do this, that, and it's gonna be lovely peaches and cream. And then last thing I heard on the internet, that apparently one of these people that he had an affair with was Adina Howard. I'm gonna be a freak until the day, until the dawn. And we go whoop whoop. Yeah, Adina Howard, freak. Okay, her. And so I do remember and she had an unsung, and she kind of briefly talked about it and said, but that's when Brandy showed up and went to hell. He cheated on me with Brandy. So it's like, this nigga was cheating on everybody with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because he was young, he was talented, he was on top of the world. Ooh, girl, let me tell you something. Rap ain't where it's at. Follow Christopher Maurice Brown's lead, okay? You could be a complete ain't shit nigga and still have the most beautiful voice, sing the most beautiful songs. Girl, I never lied. Girl, I never cheat. I never meant to make you cry. Please take me back. Okay, because only a real piece of shit can write a begging ass take me back song. You can't be too cool. You know what I'm saying? You got to be one of them niggas that's going to be like, baby, baby, please. But yeah, baby, baby, please take me back. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have that dog in you, but you also gotta fucking sing. They're not a fucking sing. But
That's the only way,
yeah,
please.
I hate that from a girl, Brandy. Just 2 weeks back to back, niggas talk about your cat.
But this is why you niggas really don't deserve none. And why I hate that for us. Like, I hate that for us that we are wanting to, build a bond with someone. Like, our shit is very genuine and loving and virtuous and just this whole thing. And the whole time there's someone out here dead ass just ready to piss all over it. And it's just sad that I hate that for us. Why just none of these men deserve any cat. And I wish that there was a way for us to make waiting more more attractive. I wish there was a way to make not giving yourself into anybody at all, really, except for someone who for a fact cares about you, and cares about your well-being. But unfortunately, because, like you said, you're a kid and it's so sad because every little thing that she's, saying, and like even in her memoir, just like, well, I wanted to wait, but I thought that this would make our bond stronger. It's just like, it's that you believed that because that other belief just wasn't strong enough to just really keep you on the straight and narrow and not let whatever little sweet nothings this man is saying to you. And I just hate that for especially just young women, because even myself, like, I lost my virginity to a grown man. Okay, my mom ended up finding out, like, it was just all kind of just jacked. But it's just sad because of course, the young women who want again to feel important and loved and safe and cared for and all those things, that is manipulated, and so that men can now take complete advantage of your naivete and your pussy and just all day. And it's just
And
sad.
that's why that video we showed was so important, because it continues to happen.
Continues.
And I know Lotto ain't no child, but to me that's still the same situation. Like, you're a very young person, and this person is much older than you with much more experience. They know what they're doing when they come down to your level. They make you believe that you're so grown and you're so adult and you are so all these things. And when you are in these type of industries, you are usually the one that is bringing home a paycheck for you and your household. So you are doing adult things, you know what I'm saying? Just like, that's why oh damn, Kiki, like she was saying, like, these are the only people that can actually understand what we were going through. Like, we're in the industry, we're on sets,
Exactly.
we're doing things. Like, these guys know, they understand. But it's also like, it just shows how acceptable that shit is, how it is very out in the open, because at like no point any of your male mentors, any of the Tyler Perrys or the Ice Cubes or none of that shit. And you know what? A lot of people gave Steve Harvey a lot of flack for when he was trying to talk to her that day, and she was not hearing him. I know we
To
could
Kiki?
say what we, yeah.
Okay, I guess I never saw that. I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say gave him a lot of flack for writing the book.
No. He wrote no book. I'm talking about Steve Harvey.
No, I'm saying I thought you were saying that he was getting a lot of flack for writing the.
Oh, no. Everybody's up his ass, still up his ass about that book. No. He was just literally trying to give her some good, like we said, we don't want to stop your young black fun. It was one of them type of speeches, like, about you need to choose better dudes because you are too enamored with the look of niggas. Because her whole thing is being light skinned and whatever the fuck. Like, I love my girl.
She's showing herself, yeah.
She's color struck. She is, right? Because that's what, as he was trying to talk to her, she's like, no, but Steve, like, no, because I'm man like this. And he just looked at her like, You okay. And that's kind of where that comes, and that's how we get to the situation
The
she had with her
situation,
baby
yeah.
daddy, and going thinking it's okay to date men twice your age or
And
a
not
third
that
of
the
your.
situation with Trey Songz was your fault.
Huh?
And not that the situation with Trey Songz was your fault.
No, but what I can tell by you having that blind spot
It leaves you
for
open.
men who are bad led you to that situation where if you had more I don't want to say sense, but if you had more
Antennas.
awareness, yeah, if you had
There you
more
go.
awareness, you'd be like, yeah, I
Mm,
ain't with that. Thank you
yeah.
so much, Trey. I'm sorry.
Thanks for the
You would have
compliment.
left. After the first time he asked you and you refused and they asked you again, that was the time to go.
Yeah.
That was the time to leave. But unfortunately, things like that, when you have a blind spot for, a very all not all men attitude to shit, it's gonna get you fucked up. It's gonna get you fucked up. So yeah, much like you
Poor
said,
Kiki, poor Brandy, poor what's her name? The other chick she was talked to. Like now
Demi
she,
Lovato,
yeah,
poor Amanda Bynes, poor any child star, hell, even the boys,
one and three,
any
man.
child star, because they doing it to the boys too.
Yeah, they are.
Any child star, God
Hmm.
bless you. For the
Yeah,
ones who were able to make it out seemingly unscathed, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Because everybody went through something, but
Seems
it
like it.
really shows in how they present themselves in adulthood what the fuck was really going on.
Yeah. Yikes, man. That's so sad, unfortunate. Let's see. I think this was the last one to Saint. And I don't know if this is from last week or not, but we'll
Now
just
there
keep
should be
going.
like two things. So the Casey thing, and I think whatever's at the very bottom is probably left.
I did.
This here.
Oh,
Speaking of Kiki, so Kiki, now this has nothing to do with everything we just said. This was literally some weirdo shit that
Yeah, it
that
was.
happened that nobody thought was. People
I
thought
thought it
it
was a
was a part
joke.
of the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
moral gray area.
You know what? I think the thing that stood out for me about this film and that attracted me was the idea of. Sorry, go.
Is this serious?
What's happening?
How
There
did this happen? I can't marry you. I don't know you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. No, it's okay. What's going on? Is this a prank?
no, there's.
Y'all talking about no. Well, I guess we got to get this settled then.
She wants to say yes. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just love the shock in your face. You're like
Is your heart beating really fast?
my heart's beating really fast. I wish this happened to me all the time like you. That's amazing.
keep waiting for somebody.
Well, you have your boyfriend that brings you flowers.
Isaac, guys, are you doing it too?
Okay, it's okay. But thank you. We just need to keep going. You just have to say no.
It's okay, honey. No,
That's very sweet.
Damn.
Oh, so sorry about that.
Whoa.
Sorry, guys. Well, let's just take a deep breath. Oof. Much love to you, brother.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So let's get back into this. We in hard times.
For a second, I was like, oh, yay. And then I was like, no.
Naomi, please. I can't.
Is this
Now is not time for nuance.
My God, the time that it took for that man to get the fuck up, okay, and then be dragged down there out, sir. You're scaring everyone. Like you're scaring everyone. Do you have a bomb? Like what is going on here?
Do you have a
Like
gun? Do you have a projectile weapon?
some bitch, a knife, anything.
Because let me tell you something. Not only was I upset because that's just what the fuck is wrong with you. How long that shit took. That took
That was
2
embarrassing.
fucking long. Once it was established by everybody on that stage that we don't know what's going on, that fat motherfucker should have been came from
I
the back.
mean,
Okay.
just
And
dove
then
into the motherfucker.
y'all put that little white girl up there on. No, that's a. I'm sorry, women. Yes, whatever. But that's a fucking man. You should put
Okay?
another man on that situation.
He could have stole on your ass.
He could have. And then ran up on the stage and then did something to her. And
Right.
then these two goofy bitches on the stage talk about, oh my god, like I wish that would happen to me. Like, or and then the other bitch. Wait a minute, no, that was. Is your heart beating fast? Yes,
Like, now
bitch,
is
I'm
not the
scared.
time. It's
I'm
just not the
scared,
time.
bitch. Yes, I'm literally vulnerable. It's 5 of you, 6 of you bitches over there. It's just me over this motherfucking chair, and he's like right here. Yeah, my heart is beating fast, not in a good way, motherfucker. And then the other girl, she's like, oh my god, I wish that would happen to me. The other bitch, God bless her, she said, but you have a boyfriend. But you have a boyfriend that gives you flowers, is what she said. She's like, bitch, you're
It's
being
like,
ungrateful.
how do you
Like,
not know this?
this is not, you don't want this. You got a man who is normal and gives you flowers.
She
Shut
thought he
the
was
fuck
part of
up.
it.
You sound like an ungrateful bitch. Okay, you're proving the red pill right with that silly shit you talking about. Okay, bitch, shut up. Okay,
Right, because flowers is.
everything about this shit 360, baby. If that was me, I would have left the stage. Once
Same.
you come down to me, I don't know you. I have now scanned the room, and I know that this is, huh?
No, I was just saying that's what I would have did, bitch.
Yes. Once I realized this is not a joke, I am leaving. And because I see this bitch is not handling it. She's still, sir, and then fucking
Right.
pork chop coming from the motherfucking back, just standing there. You needed to come down them little 2-3 steps and scoop that nigga up like a bag of fries and take him the fuck outside, bruh. Like, it took
And
too long because anything could have happened in that moment. That
he
there
could have
were
stabbed
7
you.
women up on that stage. 6 or 7 women up on the stage. We don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
The security needed to be way fucking tighter.
Very much so. Pork chop definitely looked like, man, please don't make me have to come down here. But sir, you should have dove the moment that he started making his way up to the stage. Excuse me. Where's your seat? The fuck? Why don't we have people anyway, child? Yeah,
I tell you,
that's
Julius would never.
okay.
That nigga wouldn't even have been able to touch
Get
the hem
past
of the stage.
look, talk about
Okay,
it.
he would have been up out of here, bitch.
Yeah.
You need better security.
Yeah.
Okay. Tuh.
Let's see. Is there NT teen? I don't think that you sent anything else.
Yep, I sent the Kansas City thing. The
Oh.
one at the very top.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. No. No. How's it? Let me show you my thing.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I'm gonna just start
And
from
then
the
there was
bottom.
also the J. Cole thing as well too.
Okay, the J. Cole thing. I was like, I didn't know if that was from last time. Okay, the J. Cole thing I do have here. Oh, here it is. Okay. I found them both. All right, so let me make sure I don't get these confused. All right, let's do J. Cole.
Subset or niche. I just think this whole culture thing, it comes from this sort of, I don't want to say subset or niche online sort of presence on hip hop, but I just think that word is such a broad and, it's such a, they've minimalized.
It's an empty word now.
Yeah, it is.
It used to mean something. Now it's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing. And
Right.
actually what y'all are speaking about is bought and paid by paid campaigns or motherfucking bots or
We're gonna have to cut some out.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
nah, for sure. Or just the algorithm.
Yes.
Even if it's not paid, it's like, yo, the algorithm is, so it's like the word culture is like, yo, it hurts me to see.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, the second, slang used to mean something. Like, yo, like when we said some shit in our area, like I really feel like in Fayetteville, we was it ain't nothing ill to claim, but we was like the first niggas in the world. Like now it's like, talking to we was doing this way back in the days, like, and people thought it was so weird, and now I see people doing it. And it was like, if I'm talking to my homeboy, I don't do this anymore, but we was kids. Like, I'm talking to my homeboy. And I'm like, bitch, you boom, boom, boom. It was bitch.
Yeah.
That was our thing. Like, bitch, you crazy as hell. Boom, boom, bitch. Now that shit, when I went to college, I had to damn near scrap a few times. And niggas like, whoa. Another thing is like in
New
Fayetteville
York too. New York is a little
exactly.
Like, hey, yo,
yeah, even in Carolina, in certain cities, niggas like, what the fuck you say? I'm like, oh, my fault, bro. We from Fayetteville. Like, we just talk like that. Boom, boom. Right. Or like, what's good, Bo? Like, it's certain words that were just ours, right?
Right.
And it's certain words that was just belonging in New York. And it was, and nowadays, it's certain words that like black women make popular, right? Because it just started. It's tea, it's this, it's clock it, it's motherfucker, whatever it is. But my point is like, because of culture, which is really just the internet,
right?
Now a word don't make it out of black women's lips more than a day or two before it's already and snatched up. And next thing you know, there's a white girl in Oklahoma. Like, oh, girl, okay, body tea, okay, face tea. And it's like, and she has all right because the culture is just the internet economy. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck is that culture? Yeah, exactly. It's like culture don't even have a chance to like buzz and formulate before it's like.
Can't even marinate.
You can't even marinate, bro, before it's just automatically passed around. Like, because TikTok is like, yo, and everything's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? It's like there's good about it, and there's
but
yeah.
I'm telling you, that was a video I was kind of talking on my channel. You know, I was.
He's telling the truth. It's so sad because he's right. I remember, you know, when niggas used to be like, what's that one little slang that we used to, that Snoop Dogg and them used to say, man?
Just putting Izzle on shit.
Yeah. Period, though. That was still like for shizzle. Like, it was still code. That's what I'm saying. It was still code. And now it's just like, ain't no code. Ain't no code. Everybody be saying everything. I even don't like when the men say T or clock it or whatever. I be like, what the? So, yeah, no, he's 100% right. What made you decide to share that?
Because I literally said Sunday, I don't want to have to talk about this nigga no more. I don't want to have to engage with anything else this nigga has to say. Oh, so I agree to an extent. Again, this is what I said Sunday about losers wanting to change the rules. You don't get to say battling shouldn't be a part of the culture anymore because of how somebody dragged the shit out. And that's the response that they got. You also don't get to say that culture is an empty word when you don't uphold it. And you also participate in selling out the culture. So what are you trying to say about, and like I said, I get what he's saying, but that's been happening to niggas since the jump. That never stopped us from keeping our culture. That never stopped us from gatekeeping the culture in certain places. The problem is money came in, status came in, and capitalism came in. So the things that really do make us the culture, again, you helped erode that. With every deal you took, with every empty promise you gave the hood, with all the false giving back, with not keeping the tenets of hip hop, with not just keeping it the fuck real, you also violate the culture. So a person who does that has no space to say that culture is an empty word, because the culture, you tired of the culture holding you accountable. Because that's really what this is. And I'm only saying this from J. Cole saying this. I'm not saying this like I don't agree. I agree. Again, this is where the conversations get conflated. And you trying to make a narrative that is self-serving. That ain't this. I have to keep telling niggas that ain't this. If anything, the culture is how we are even still having this fucking discussion today. It's because of the culture. It's because Drake sued. That's against the culture, and we ain't never gonna let him live that shit down. We are actively rooting for the appeal to be denied again. We are rooting for the winner and all the spoils that he got, because that's what the fuck is supposed to happen. Meanwhile, we've watched other people have their victory laps, and nobody has said shit to this fucking level. Nobody has said, let's dismantle the very fucking things because this nigga won. That ain't never the fuck happened. And that's what the fuck keeps happening with every conversation. We keep shifting the narrative of why the battle started, what happened during the battle, and the aftermath. All of this shit is one of one, because this has never fucking happened before in a battle. Not to this magnitude. The last magnitude we got, two people died, and then two niggas was warring for New York, and they would still talk about that battle until this fucking battle happened, because that's the culture. There are niggas that will still argue down about Jay-Z and Nas. There's still niggas that will argue you down about fucking KRS-One and niggas like that, because that's the fucking culture. You don't get to say it's an empty buzzword, because niggas in the actual culture are mad that you violated it, and now you want to say, oh, well, I don't think it's a real thing anymore. It's always gonna be a real thing. As long as the niggas are there to keep the culture alive. You much rather say fuck the culture and kill what's left of it, and so you can wax poetic about how hip-hop ended up like jazz and blues. That's all. Like, they're literally waiting on us to kick the last motherfucking leg we got standing off this bitch, so they can really come and take it over. We already fucking told you about BET and BET Plus. This is helping the narrative of shit. When you making deals with these K-pop motherfuckers, that's helping to erode the shit. So yeah, then we can say culture is empty, because you keep piecing it off. You keep piecing it off. You keep taking the parts that work for you and say we need to eliminate the parts that don't. That's not how this shit fucking works. Take your lumps. The internet is gonna eat your ass up because you out here having these interviews that's fucking natural. You did some shit that was unnatural. All you needed to do was one good interview and diss a fucking peer. Every interview, it's you saying whack ass shit, fake ass deep shit, conflating narratives. Don't sit up here, and that's another thing too. He's on a pro Drake platform, which I also think is very important to note, because I've watched them niggas before. I used to watch Lost in Vegas a lot because I liked, when they were just talking, because they listen to everything. They review all sorts of music and shit like that. But when this battle was happening, and you would go to the different reaction channels, you could clearly see where people's allegiances were lying. You saw that there were some people who were actually neutral, and you saw some people that was on some sides. And when I watched those guys, they made it very clear what side they were on, because the critiques they were giving Euphoria and the critiques that they were giving Not Like Us and Meet the Grams was very fanned out. It was very like, Kendrick good, but I don't know about this other. They some him and Han ass niggas, just like the nigga they was talking to on that couch. So yeah, you felt comfortable to go on there because you also told on yourself that you was fucking, your algorithm was geared towards you looking for the hate. Just like Kai fucking Cenat. Put your fucking haters up on a wall or whatever the fuck. You was in a rabbit hole and you was seeing what niggas was saying. And you knew, because you shouted out like 5 other YouTube channels that you watch who are also Drake friendly. And also didn't rip your fucking head off. So I, again, want to be done talking about J. Cole. I want him to not do another. I want this to be the last fucking interview this nigga does. Because like I said, it ain't even just me. I'm seeing shit from your own fans who are embarrassed, quite frankly. They're being embarrassed by you, and they want you to motherfucking stop. Now when I seen that shit, I was like, but yeah, right message, wrong messenger, wrong conflated train of thought.
When I tell you I am tired of this fucking battle, I'm tired of talking about Drake and the people coming outside and caping, and I'm tired of hearing people upset. Like we are going on 3 years. Like we've
We've
got to get over it. Like
Ice Man, we got to talk about this shit.
Jesus Christ, I hope not. Because honestly, I burnt out. I don't want to hear Drake. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to critique it. Actually, matter of fact, I'm not.
I'm not.
Everybody else can go listen to it and listen to the sad songs of a damn loser and all this other shit. This shit went on entirely too fucking long. Entirely.
But again, like, to lend to their argument, it's because the nigga who won ain't said shit. It's the niggas who lost,
right?
Or
who keep
out.
Talking. Yes.
These two light-skinned losers are keeping this shit alive.
And
we
it's
coulda,
just
woulda, shoulda, and I don't like that this happened to me. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, I don't want to hear nothing from neither one of you niggas ever again. Quite frankly,
I don't want to hear anything else. Not about this. Honestly, I'll listen to whatever the fuck else, but not about this. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
But unfortunately, it's going to be talked about until the day we die. That's the fucked up thing, because again, the culture.
Thank God I was there to see it, and I'll never have to be confused.
Exactly, but that's my thing though. Niggas was that. You know what? Last thing, not even about J. Cole specifically, but like the narrative of bots. We as a world, not even just a country, we as a world were stuck to our phones and our computers, waiting for a drop. Them niggas had us enraptured for months to sit up here and lie in an experience we all was a part of, like fucking COVID. We were all entangled in this. So I know I gave that nigga at least 3,000 spins of all sorts of shit. Fucking Fatademics revealed that was his #1 fucking stream song of the year. Right. Okay? Right. That shit was on his wrap up Spotify. So let's not play motherfucking games. Like, those are not real numbers. Those are real numbers in real fucking time. You can, like I said, you can go back and watch the fucking Reactor Skills. Shout out to them. There's an 1.5-hour compilation of each fucking stage. And how motherfuckers was like, come on, man, I can't take another one. Bitch, I was physically tired from all the shit these niggas was doing. I couldn't take no more. So because that was another thing he said too about the culture being dead because it creates these hate campaigns. No, the fuck it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If you get a hate campaign, it's because of some shit you did. These aren't orchestrated efforts to take this single person down.
Sorry.
Oh no.
That's okay. Everything's okay.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna make a way bigger thing than that, but it didn't. Sorry.
Okay, I'm glad you're all right. But yeah, like this narrative, this changing of the narrative of his win wasn't really that big. He had to have help. There's no way. When this is a man who told you motherfuckers back in 2012, 13, 14, I don't give a fuck about you like that musically, because we could really scrap it out, bitch. But this is just entertainment. Let's just dab it up. We can piece it up. No. Niggas had to take shit personally. Niggas had to hold grudges. Niggas had to sneak this for 10, 12 fucking years. And a nigga had to be on the fence trying to decide which one is his actual best fucking friend. Even though I'm quite sure we know who is his actual real motherfucking friend in this whole thing. Because you all on Drake, oh, my friend, and everybody's just mean to my friend. And I mean, I love that other nigga, but oh, my friend.
It is just like, I get it. Because it was a very, at the end of the day, it was something we had never seen before. So I understand it. But my God, bro, like,
This ain't that, nigga. Just
It
take
is
your
just,
lumps,
bro,
take your
seriously.
diss tracks, take your lines, take your.
Go put
You
your
even
salt
you
on
set
your
up on
wound or
stage and
whatever.
said that nigga could hit you in the chin. Well, unfortunately, more than that nigga is hitting you in the chin because you violated the culture. And people who actually take the culture seriously looked at you as a fucking open wounded pinata, and they were gonna beat the fuck out of you until you opened. Cause that's what it is. Put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, punk bitch, all this extra shit. No, it wasn't about one person. I mean, I was talking about a bunch of niggas. But in the song, you're singularly talking about one nigga. All right. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Next topic. Next
Yeah.
topic. Very twisted racial saga happening in Kansas City right now. Local DJ announced last week he's opening a hi-fi lounge, part of a development at KC Current Stadium. DJ owner is black in a city where the lack of diversity in nightlife is often laminated, seen as racist. Continue. The name of the bar is Sundown. It's on the riverfront. Press release says that Think Golden Hour turned into midnight. Soon after the announcement, social media users object to the name, saying it evoked sundown towns, places where black people were once barred after dark. Among the loudest voices against the concept was a woman's fan group called the Blue Crew. In the year 2026, the history of America and its African American population is not unknown. The use of the name Sundown for a dance club is not only racist, but incredibly insensitive to the history of the area in which this team resides. Missouri has had a particularly violent history of sundown towns, so it's especially disturbing for a team located in Missouri to choose to name a nightclub establishment for people to gather at on its grounds after dark. Sundown Lounge. We ask that KC current leadership in Palmer Square Real Estate Management take ownership of their mistake and not only select a different name for the venue, but also publicly acknowledge what they will be doing as an organization to help bring to light the incredibly rich history and accomplishments of our city's African American population instead of bringing attention to the city and state's racist history. It is not lost on us that the name of the nightclub was announced just weeks after the team's theme nights were released, showing that they will not be highlighting Juneteenth this season. Once again, Blue Crew rejects any and all racist efforts, not just in soccer, but in our society. We love our team, our city, and our neighbors too much to remain silent on this. We are the official supporters group of the Kansas City Current. Our mission is to gain support and build a passionate following for the team as well as bring together women's soccer fans in KC. We are grateful to be a part of Kansas City's outstanding soccer community.
Okay, here, play the video. Yeah.
Okay, this is the video.
Oh, okay, maybe not. I thought it was the video, but so this still right here is the DJ, the black DJ. So this is what he had to say.
I strongly believe in the power of being able to rewrite narratives, but we've heard you and understand not everyone holds that belief. We're building this space for the people and want that to be felt. The intention behind the name Sundown was to commemorate the universal gathering that happens around that time. Long before bars, cities, or modern nightlife existed, communities across cultures gathered as the sun went down, marking the beginning of shared time. People came together to eat, talk, listen, tell stories, and experience sound collectively. That is the essence of Sundown.
Are we having a heaven sent situation?
I said, I know Kiki is about to say, this is another Lil Russell, sir, the message that you're trying to convey. My God. This is so tiring.
I don't think he's stepping in it or stepped in it quite as big as
right. It's on but it is right the fuck there. I mean,
right there, baby.
It is just a tiptoe.
So what are your thoughts about this?
Again, it's very much the same as Lil Russell in that words mean things to people, and you have to be careful of how you're saying them. While I understand your fucking your attempt at trying to, niggify this, because you're trying to basically take nigger, make nigga, whatever. You know what I mean? That's basically what you're trying to do. And it's just like, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have time for this. I mean, it helps that he's black. It helps, because if he was white and then there was this definition or whatever, or attempt, I would be side-eyeing the whole fuck.
Yeah.
Is this woman white who had brought this up? Is this woman?
It's not. That was a team of white women. I looked at that picture. Everybody in that picture is either white, or they look like a white passing Latino, or maybe a white passing mixed person. But at the bulk of that, everybody in that picture was white, which this is such a...
That's why I was just, let me finish really fast and I'm gonna let you go. I just wanted, because it's kind of difficult, because it's kind of like, we don't need white people telling us what the fuck we can't name it, especially shit that has affected us. So I get that, but again, it's also like, this probably should be why you should rethink this, sir, because you got people, if this is the thing that comes to their minds, let's rethink that. Anyway, go ahead, Bryn.
I'm glad you said that, because, like, okay, so when I first gazed upon this story, I thought it was, black people saying, hey, bro, don't do that. But when I saw it was a team of white women, mainly, that were like, I want to say maybe the spirit of this administration, the whole no kings angst is like really helping some white people be like, no, because we're tired of being the villain. We're tired of looking bad. Listen, sir, like you said, if we are well-intentioned, seemingly liberal white people, and we thought of that, think of the white people that ain't like us, that's gonna go to this bar and think that sundown means, nigger, it's 8 p.m. and you need to be hightailing it up out of here because you see the sign, boy. So it's like, and we are in Missouri, which is the last state to ever have freed the slaves. And the Missouri Purchase, I mean, you go look it up and all that shit, not the Louisiana Purchase, but the Missouri Compromise, excuse me. You go look all that shit up. So the history is there. Because we got to get into the love of white supremacy. Let's keep it real. This is about our city, right? There is a subset of Black people who are in like musical theater, work in the club scene, bars, restaurants, aka like white established areas and things. Think of like Westport, think of Liberty, think of Grandview before it got super niggified. Think of like Lee Summit. You think of any of these places where this is typically Anglo-Saxon entertainment, and you get these Black people who somehow wiggle their way into these circles, and they usually don't have the highest amount of racial pride, if you get what I'm saying. These are Black people that don't believe they're DEI. These are Black people that don't believe, if these are pull yourself up by your bootstrap Blacks, right? And to their credit, I understand how they can think that way, because they worked their way into this white space and they think, well, it's all because of my merit. Yes and no. Yes, your merit, but it was also because you were talented enough and willing to take the abuse.
Nigga, you code switched enough.
Thank you. So you did the thing. So that's how you thought you could bridge the gap by naming this establishment Sundown, which is so unfortunate because yes, you are a Black person that made your way into the circle. Like, they're not, especially in Kansas City, they're not just giving niggas property. They're not just giving niggas clubs. They're not just giving us shit. You did work very hard to make this happen, only to let your subconscious inner low racial pride shoot you in the fucking foot. So much so that even fucking white people had to come out and be like, what do you say? I'm not Black, I'm OJ. And that white man said, what? Like, you have to understand, when you short circuit a well-intentioned white person with the racism that you accept, because they know what racists are really capable of, they know what the fuck they really be saying. They're like, how are you okay with this? So I just really think it was unfortunate, an unfortunate mixture of events. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had and then my other thing is, like, I want to say he made some like passive aggressive message, like, not y'all won, but basically like, it's over, guys. We're not even gonna open it. And this is like, this is a terrible situation. All you had to do was change the name, nigga. You could have called it Sunrise, and we would have been back in business. What the fuck? Because we party from sundown to sunrise. No, nigga, like, you're kind of done. And then, because again, kind of like the Kanye West thing, right? And like the Jay-Z interview, I'm tired of people inferring what people mean. I don't have time to fucking fill in the blanks about what the fuck you mean. What you said is what you said. And if you don't care to clarify it, then I'm gonna continue to think about what the fuck you said in the same way. If you have no intentions on providing any type of nuance, then we have a problem. If you would have got ahead of this and said, hey, I'm making a new club called Sundown. Now, wait. Before you guys get upset, let me explain. This shit could have been a TikTok, nigga. Like, this shit could have been a fucking TikTok. You could have got it from this shit and made it and then you could have got your responses in real time. And then, okay, I hear you guys. I could change it, or maybe you guys, hey, da da da. Because here's the thing: if you wanted to call it that, to also pull on the connotation of what that word means, you could have, I don't know, had a sundown party. You could have had a type of, especially hearing that you motherfuckers ain't even celebrating Juneteenth. It's like, what the fuck you want us to think? Like, again, that's where, again, this low racial pride shit comes in, because if I'm trying to do something to bring people together, and then I find out that you're not even a proponent for Black things, and then I foolishly think I'm gonna call this shit Sundown and get a completely different reaction. 360. This shit was a 360 failure. Then white people set you up, kind of like we talked about a certain person. Like, you let these white people in these positions set you up, but because you are so corporate minded, or you're so all lives matter, and you're so, you're
so with it.
Yes, or in this false racial utopia, or whatever the fuck you living in, you make dumbass moves like this. Because again, the culture of being a real nigga would have said, stop. Oh, hold on. This does not align with my people. This don't align with my values. This don't align with my culture. But if he was able to go out there and do it, now the culture takes a fucking hit.
Like you said, it's all about the rollout. That rollout was trash. And then we're not even celebrating Juneteenth. What the hell? What the hell? Like you said, it could have been Sunrise. We're already doing High Five, which, what the fuck is that? Like, I thought that we were on Lo-Fi still. So, High Five at sunrise, okay? Until the sun rises. Like, it just could have been, thank you, so many other things. And the self-hate, I don't think people really see it when they're self-hating. You dress it up as this, oh, it's not a big deal. You dress it up as this, like Kiki said, I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and I was able to get it. So how come nobody else is? It's just like completely disregarding and not acknowledging the real part of being black, which is the discrimination part, and just trying to again make it seem like that shit's over. It's not. You're being used, and I know you don't want to accept that. I know that it's a lot easier to accept that than being like, damn, like I just can't win. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that, but it really still puts you in a worse position, I feel, than just owning your blackness, and taking responsibility because you are black. What the fuck? Sundown.
I just,
what?
And I found that story on like down a rabbit hole looking at something else. I said, what the fuck? I was like, oh, that's because Kansas City don't make the news often. So I'm just like,
okay, right. Like, the fuck? And then it's always the racist
and then
shit.
to come find out we got this nigga hucker bucking for this fucking club. It's just disgusting.
Well,
I only got one last thing because I forgot to send it to you.
Okay. What is it? Are you sent it to me already?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
You
wanna?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, what else is there really to say? Young Young Thug.
What did Jeffrey do now?
My esteemed colleague once coined the term the abilities. Young Thug does not have the abilities.
Yeah.
Young Thug is a developmentally arrested 18, probably like 16 to 21-year-old person. Jeffrey is well deep into his mid to late 30s.
Yes.
Okay.
Almost 40.
Jeffrey's a grown fucking man. However, Jeffrey still believes in being a fake tough guy and rolling with an entourage and being a crime boss and all this other silly shit. He still has not. It's like he wasn't even in jail. It's like he wasn't even on trial. Okay, it's like it's not like he's not on probation. It's not like he has conditions to that probation. So long story short, Young Thug got into an altercation with Charleston White.
Oh, I did. Oh my God.
Charleston snitch ass.
Ready
to
bait any nigga in the world.
Turncoat, pussy sellout ass Charleston White. The most hoe ass nigga walking the planet.
A nigga that everybody should ignore.
Okay, this is a man who is completely on white supremacist time. He enjoys making black people's lives a living hell. He has a fervent hate of all the rappers or any type of black entertainer. He wants you all to go to jail. He wants you to never see your children again. Nothing would make his life better than tearing your life apart. Somehow though, Jeffrey don't give a fuck about that. Okay. So I don't remember how the altercation started. However, it did involve words, shouting, going back and forth. And then his entourage, Young Thug's entourage, 2 of them have guns. You're on parole. You can't be around people. You can't have a gun. You can't be around niggas that have guns. So there's violation number 1. And then these men are brandishing or like putting it up, like that, brandishing weapons, threatening to end his life. And then to top this off, this was at an event. This was at Drewski's event, which was being held in an airport hangar, which is a part of the FAA. And what's the first word in the FAA, children? Federal. You're violating your parole at a party you probably not even supposed to fucking be at, with niggas with guns threatening, making threats.
To a nigga that's ready for you to snitch.
Oh my God. Because he went to the Instagram immediately and started telling the story. And I will be calling your probation officer. And this said the probation officer's name, all sorts of shit. Like this nigga's he's no rat. He no fucking informant. He know the man. Anybody that's important, he got that number on motherfucking speed dial. So Mariah, the bird scientist, is about to become a prison wife. She's now stuck to this motherfucker, because she hasn't had his baby, has she? Okay. You can still get out, Mariah, even though no, you won't, because you don't think you can do better, which is sad.
And he probably will get you pregnant right before he leaves. So.
Oh, absolutely. Just to make sure that he can have them conjugal visits, because it's going to get lonely in here. That nigga was facing 40 plus years during the YSL thing. Like, that they gave you strict instructions for your parole. And you said, so as they let me out of here, I'm back. Okay.
Which a lot of niggas do. Like, I don't want to go as far as to say I feel niggas enjoy jail, but it's not a place that especially repeat offenders kind of stop being attracted to. Like, I don't know, because I know they have like TVs and stuff in there now or something. So I hear, you know what I mean? There's like game systems and stuff like that. So I don't know what the attraction is, but it's like not surprising. Not surprising.
Well, it's not really an attraction. It was institutionalized.
Yeah.
That's why I said earlier, like, he's arrested developmentally.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
There's still people that think going to jail and having stripes and shit like that, like, that's still honorable.
Yeah.
Like, that's still cool. Now that's the part of the culture we need to fucking kill. You niggas out here trying to tear down the actual pillars that bring niggas together. This the shit. What happened to fuck the streets? What happened to that? Yeah, fuck out of here. So yeah, it's just they're institutionalized. They are already developmentally arrested, and then some of them are just hopeless. Some folks are just hopeless. Some people, I'm a dire criminal because that's all I am. That's all my daddy was, my granddaddy, my mama was. Like, I just come from it. Some people just accept that as their reality. It's a many different reasons, and then it's going to be messy. Like, earlier this year, there was some man on a podcast who was very gay and glittery, talking about he purposely broke the law to go back to jail just because he was having so much fun fucking all the niggas in jail. All the DL, big body, thug ass niggas. He said, okay, I was in having. He said he was just in there being tossed around, passed around, and he loved it. Whoa. So there's many reasons, different reasons, why some folks just keep going back on in there, So whatever your reason is,
prayers up.
That's outside of your mental capacity, you got listen. You ain't got to do it. You don't do it.
You don't. You do not. Poor Mariah. Well, not really poor Mariah. It's more like, Mariah, hopefully you can wake it on up, girl. Like we was talking about with Brandy and Kiki and all them. I mean, different situations, same sentiment, in terms of men being predatory and being able to recognize that instead of fooling yourself into thinking that you're chosen or there's something special is happening to you, and no, really you're being manipulated, you're being used, you're being what's my good man Malcolm, hoodwinked. Okay? Being hoodwinked. So well, I don't have anything else, friend. Yeah, I looked on Instagram. I did not see anything. I am tired of seeing this stupid ass Scotty and the Baby promotion shit. Scotty with the body from Baddies. It's just always, there's like this new So instead of Baddies, there's a show called Scotty with the Baby. Instead of Scotty with the Body, Scotty with the Baby, because she's having Lemuel Pepper's baby. So now there's a
Who is
reality show
that?
about them and preparing for the baby and the baby shower. And so
Who
now, you know,
is he a sports person? Who is Lemuel?
he owns the Zeus Network. Yeah, my one of my friends that I watch on YouTube, she's not my friend. I mean, on Instagram, she's not my friend, but it's this girl. I be cracking up. She always talk about somebody getting in these relationships like Lotto and all them. She called that man Dollar Tree Diddy, and when I tell you, I cackled. Okay, I cackled. I was like,
Dollar Tree Diddy.
oh my God.
Uh,
I mean, it touched my spirit. I was like, yeah, that one right there. That's a good one. It's a good one because
I just hate that they keep having children. I'm so no. Because
the economy is so fucked. Like, what are y'all doing?
Not even just that, but like these are not well situations that y'all are bringing these kids into. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. When it comes to children, I'm a little bit bigger on marriage because there is some stability there for the kid. It ain't even about y'all for real. You provide that kid some normalcy. You feel what I'm saying? Like both of you made the decision to have this child in love that you could fucking afford and that you truly wanted because you wanted to raise another decent human being. You motherfuckers are having kids just because he didn't pull out in time, just because somebody bought you something, just because it seems like a lick or a leg up or whatever the fuck. Y'all are just having kids for no fucking reason. And I know I'm coming off judgmental and shit like that. It just is what it is. When you are a person as myself or a person who had one child and figured it the fuck out, you don't run into that burning building. That motherfucker go stay on fire. You don't have to go. You can actually go down the street to where no houses are on fire. Did you know that? Did you know that you could actually live in a home that is smoke-free? Pun intended. Did you know that? Did you know you actually have the ability to choose yourself and to choose happiness and to choose somebody that's actually gonna be there to help you raise this child? And not some nigga that we gonna have to hear about months from now because you screaming and ranting and raving on motherfucking Instagram about how he ain't paid no child support and how you don't pick up the kids or how you always got to do this and how he fucking some other bitch and now he telling the old kids to call this bitch mama. You didn't have to put yourself in that situation. You didn't have to do it. It ain't even about being young and beautiful and all that shit because I'm talking about Lotto, but like this any fucking woman, you don't have to do that. You don't have to listen to people that try to make you think and believe that you are not valid, you are not worthy, or how dare you expect a certain type of treatment. You preach to the fucking choir. Like I said a few weeks ago, however you present, like she said a few weeks ago, excuse me, however you present, you got to have confidence in that. Whatever that is, at least enough confidence to be like, I don't want to be out here looking like y'all. And if that's what you got to think, because like I said, I was around people having babies at 16, 15. I said no. I saw people out here doing drugs and shit. I said no. You know what I'm saying? I saw people not graduating high school. I said no. Like I saw people out here having babies. I said no. Like you don't have to do it. You ain't got to do it.
And I'm gonna just take it a step further that even past having babies with when you're married, because you could still very well be married and the nigga don't want to help you at all.
True.
Having children with someone who actually gives a fuck about you, that takes time to learn and find out. It takes tests to go through some shit and really find out, is this motherfucker gonna stick it out during this time? You know what I'm saying? So that's ultimately my thing when it comes to these women getting pregnant or dating or whatever. Y'all do not give enough time for these niggas to show you how they really don't give a shit. They could give a fuck, honestly. They could give so less of a fuck that they'll fuck you, and then right after they fuck you, shit on you. Like, that's just how quickly the not give a fuck can happen. So that's the part that I just wish women, especially, and men too, like, sit up here and act like, just
Because
so
I don't want to hear about
innocent.
your bitter baby daddy stories about, oh, now this bitch put me on child support. Child
Absolutely.
support is a consequence that you take when you are fucking somebody raw. You also have to think about that. If you don't want to be in court, if you don't want to be on Instagram and on TikTok live talking about bitches ain't shit, and my baby mama sent me back to court for 1,500 more dollars, nigga, that is also your fault because you don't value yourself enough. You don't think enough of yourself to actually think about where's my seed going. You know what I'm saying? Because that to me was the whole thing about like this red pill shit, and kind of like something that you touched on earlier with men. It's just like, oh, think like the church shit. It's just like all of this would be remedied, or we could help remedy this, I should say. We got to start when they are young boys. We don't preach abstinence to young boys. We don't preach what's the other one? Abstinence, celibacy. We don't teach any of that. We don't teach these boys to love themselves. We don't teach, because a lot of them are also hurt, just like the girls.
Very much.
They want to prove their worth
Very
through their
much.
sexual conquests. You have to curb that shit early because they don't have enough in themselves to anchor them to be like, I don't need to have sex to prove this. I don't have to prove shit to my friends. That's why you have to teach your son how to fight, because he's gonna have to probably knock one of these little niggas in the head because they keep trying his manhood or his growing manhood. That's where you teach your son you got to stand on your square, not just disrespect because somebody bumped you or stepped on your shoe, but they disrespect your principles. They disrespect your boundaries,
Your standards.
your standards. That's the thing. I see pockets of young men who like make content, and God bless y'all. I pray that y'all
Continue
stay on that path.
please.
Because there was I come across a younger guy who works in a warehouse, and he talked about like how all the older dudes in there are freaked the fuck out. Like they just be talking about all the other women's bodies and how they would fuck a girl and this is that and the other, or like, you know,
At
dates
work.
that they go
Jesus.
on, and he would and then they try to test his manhood because he's a young dude, and you know they basically like try to like peer pressure him and bully him into like being a virgin. Like, you know, he's like, I'm fine with that shit. He's like, nigga, like I got other things to worry about. That sex is gonna be there. If we start teaching young men, because they already teach it to us, we get taught that shit out the motherfucking wazoo just for respectability politics alone. But they need their own fucking respectability politics. You need to be pumping the same shit you pumping to your daughter, you be pumping it to your fucking son. Ain't nobody fucking in this house. Ain't nobody out after 11 o'clock. Ain't nobody doing shit. I don't give a fuck, because if she can go outside and get raped, then you can go outside and get shot. What the fuck are we talking about? You
Or
both
even again, taking advantage of it. You could get drugged. Some girl over here trying to, you know, seduce you and shit like that. Now you over here mollied and your wallet's gone.
Yeah, you went over her house to go fuck, and then there's two dudes in there fucking robbing you. Like that would be the thing that would blow my mind the most on them dating apps. Them niggas would just want you to come over.
Yeah.
At like 1 a.m. too.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am. If I was that type of bitch, I would be setting niggas up. Because I know that I can. Because you're so fucking thirsty, nigga. Like you can't trust women like that either. Like everybody out here is out for motherfucking self, and because you are so horned up and you're not thinking straight, or you're in your low racial self-esteem or your low personal self-esteem, and you just chasing it, and if anybody give it to you, you just be so grateful if you go get yourself into a motherfucking tizzy, nigga. Same thing. Just because me and my friend go out and a nigga got a nice watch, I'm not about to get in the car with this nigga. I'm not gonna leave with this nigga. I don't know this nigga. And now my friend got to sit up and worry about me. Hopefully I ain't got my throat slashed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, be more mindful. Be more conscionable. Have some self-respect. Have some fucking dignity. Cool your loins. pussy and dick is gonna be there. Like your mama said, the club gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
And you could just take your little ass right down to that Cirillas. Get you one of them little pussy pockets. Okay? If you just so need to really just, you know what I'm saying, just messing up the concentration. Really, I want people, not just men, not just women, to find something to do. Because when you have something to do, you really don't be tripping like that. You be too fucking tired. You be like, bitch, do you know what I had to do today? I was making money. I was making connections. I was traveling. I was shopping. I was exploring. I was learning. Like, there's so much shit that you could be doing besides fucking. But y'all
And
niggas don't
don't
be
you
having
realize
nothing to do. You're bored. That's what your fucking problem is. You're bored. So you want to get that energy out. And that is so immature, and why a lot of y'all just shouldn't be in a relationship. And why relationships suck right now? Because nobody's mature. Nobody's mature. Everybody want to be immature. Everybody want to scam somebody. Everybody want to take advantage. Everybody want to hurry up and reject the person before the person reject them. Like, how old are y'all? You know what I'm saying? You're 7. You're acting 7. But y'all want to fuck like you're 37. And it's just like, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work to have these super immature ass feelings doing adult things. Like, it just doesn't fucking work, and someone's gonna get hurt some way, shape, or form, physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, anybody got time for that? So I just really encourage all y'all, no fucking, no, I'm just playing, but no, at least to me, you really need to take it slow. If you're genuinely like interested in somebody, take it slow. Don't give it up right away. Go through some shit first. Like, see how this person actually, because again, that's just the most sacred part of you, bro. And then when you mess around and have to like deal with some real heavy shit because you wasn't being, patient or having self-respect, then now you're just gonna go down this whole spiral and it's just gonna be woe is me and all that shit. No, protect yourself now. Protect yourself now so you don't even have to feel that.
Ooh, the woe is me. That train is never late, and you could literally avoid it. You could just avoid it, but it's like you were talking about. Find you something to do, because once you realize how valuable your time is, because you don't have much of it, you're gonna be way more selective about who is getting your time, and you won't let them people waste your time either, because you fine, you're handsome, you got things going on, by you having something to do, that pride, it beams off of you. You stand up straighter, you have more, your conversation is more versed, you know what I'm saying? So you already know that you are in an attraction mode. So if you're in attraction mode, you can't be in an attraction mode and have a scarcity mindset. Them two things don't even fucking go together. You're in a scarcity mindset, which is why you just accepting whatever the fuck is coming along. Whereas if you're in an attraction, in an abundance, you see all things that are coming, but you get to pick and choose. You get to sift through some shit because you have the time to really
pick what you want.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have time for that. Boom.
Let me just skip right over.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to really fucking figure it out. But yeah,
but people just get so caught up in the thought, but I want it to be the next motherfucker. It's like that you don't have no control over that. And honestly, like, again, it should be a lesson to show you don't have no control over that. You need to have some patience with your damn self. And a lot of time I feel like whatever it is that you really need to work on, whether it's patience, self-love, again, trying to find something to do, have it actually building into yourself, whatever that little piece is missing. That's why you got all these tests and shit like that coming to say, oh, hey, let's see what type of bullshit we can get Shaniqua in. Like, no.
Shaniqua.
Sorry, that's the one that came to mind. But hopefully, Shaniqua, you're having self-love. Hopefully you're being patient. Hopefully you have some shit going for yourself, and it's not just, going on motherfucking plenty of fish and going on some damn link update because again, all that's well and good. I'm not even really against motherfuckers doing the whole companion shit. I'm really not. My main issue is you take the companion shit too far, too fast. Getting, like you said, scarcity and just like, oh my God, it's the next motherfucker. Then who knows when the next motherfucker gonna come around? And it's like, anyway. Is that all, friend?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, y'all, it's just like, oh my God, like calm down. Oh my God, you guys, this was such a great episode. I see y'all coming in the comments and watching and things like that. Thank you for subscribing. These have really been great for our algorithm. I love it. Seems like every time we go live, we get a couple more subscribers now. So it's so awesome. More on the YouTube, or excuse me, on the Facebook, please, so we can go live on Facebook. That's like our next huge goal. I don't think we have any
Please
church
like,
announcements.
share, subscribe, hype, do all the motherfucking things. Please help invest in us to help grow our channel. We have such great ideas and they're coming down the pike, but you can help the quality of the things as they come down the pike. So please, we appreciate the comments. We appreciate the likes, the shares. Even if you stood in here for like 3 minutes, whatever, as long as you was in here for longer than 30 seconds, we appreciate you. So it counts. It all counts.
We will see y'all on Thursday for our second Just the Sip of the week. And yeah, I love you guys. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
Key, the Countess of Cabernet, and this was Just the Sip. We'll taste you later.